Well, let's just start with the feeling. I mean, we don't think of him as an emotional guy, but being here in Saitama, was there this a special moment, a special feel?
Как обычно, ты не думаешь, что ты очень эмоциональный, потому что такая вот твоя натура. Но вот как ты сам чувствуешь, что ты именно в Сайтаме, именно выиграл здесь, это в Японии, твой последний бой именно в Японии, как ты себя чувствуешь, какие у эмоции?
Ну, конечно, я очень рад, что
I'm very happy, I'm very glad.
удалось победить здесь. Что в Японии всегда побеждал, слава богу. Вот, и рад, что и японским фанам, и фанам во всем мире под Новый год удалось, скажем, порадовать, поднять настроение.
I'm very glad that I was able to win, and I always won in Japan, and I was very happy that I was able to deliver that special gift for the New Year's to the fans, not only in Japan, but around the world, everybody who always been following me and supporting me.
Nice.
Ну, конечно, Saitama Super Arena — это особенное место, самое большое место.
And Saitama Arena is a very special place for me, and it's probably one of the biggest arenas where I fought.
И
Very emotional.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The fight itself, how did he feel it was playing out? Because he looked relaxed, but Rampage was covering up very well.
Как бой пошел в твоей голове? Как ты его видел? Он пошел так, как у тебя был план? Или были какие-то вещи, которые ты не ожидал? Особенно когда Rampage, он хорошо закрывается. Были какие-то вещи, которые тебя удивили?
Нет, я знал, что Rampage очень хорошо защищается, вот, но я думал, что часть поединка у нас пройдет в лужах. Вот, ну, когда мы начали двигаться в ринг, я почувствовал, что я гораздо быстрее и лучше продвигаюсь, поэтому не было смысла ставить в матч.
He actually thought that originally he thought that half of the fight actually will end up on the ground. But as soon as he got into the cage, he started to feel that he was faster than Rampage, and he started to feel that edge, and then he said it would make no sense to go to the ground, so that's why he kept it up.
Конечно, у Rampage колоссальный опыт, огромное количество боев, побед, вот, и ему сам по себе очень тяжелый удар.
Rampage has tremendous experience. I mean, has lots of fights and lots of victories, and one thing that gets for sure is a very heavy punch, and you have to be watchful of that. And one thing I understood clearly, that at no point I have to get caught with that punch, because that's the knockout punch. So I had to be very leery of that.
Nice.
Постоянно искал цель.
That's why he was constantly looking for the aim.
Да, и Rampage первое время очень хорошо изучал защиту.
So, and then especially at the beginning, Rampage was doing a great job covering up. As he said, as he mentioned before, that he always does a very good job covering up, and that was one of the things not to get into close quarter fights.
Did he feel comfortable with the stoppage? Rampage seemed to not like the stoppage so much. Did Fedor feel okay?
Ты нормально себя чувствовал, то, что остановили бой, потому что говорит, Rampage сначала чувствовал, что нечаянно остановили бой, или ты чувствовал, что это было вовремя остановили бой?
Я думаю, вовремя, потому что я бы мог жестко забить.
He goes, it was a good stoppage because he goes, I felt that I would just, get on top of him and actually start to deliver very heavy punches, and it was just necessary. Right after my punch, he just collapsed, and went face down, and he goes, there was no necessity to do extra.
Yeah. And there was some clarity, there was some confusion post-fight when he talked about retirement.
Oh, okay.
Was he saying that?
Okay, maybe it's me, and I want to take responsibility for that. No, the way he said it is this, that right now he's doing the tour, it's his final fights, and he wants to do a fight in Japan, he wants to do a fight in the United States, and wants to do a fight in Russia. So for Japan, was the win and retirement fight in Japan. So he's not retiring, so it's I take responsibility. Sorry, if I didn't translate it. I don't want things to be read out of context.
So ideally, one more fight in the United States and then final fight in Russia?
Yes, that would be correct.
We'll see.
We'll see how he feels, because right now he has an injury. So for this day, particularly this day, it's his plan. So 2 more fights, but we'll see how he feels, how he recovers, and everything else.
Is there a timeline of when he would like to have the final fight done?
Но все будет, конечно, зависеть от... у меня сейчас с семьей, и посмотрим.
He wants to come back home for now, yeah, and take his time with his family, spend time with his family, and then he wants to get back with Bellator and discuss with them when will be the appropriate time to discuss exactly what time they're gonna take to have another fight and the final fight. So, yeah, so he doesn't know exactly, how long it will take.
Congratulations on the victory. Rampage is known as a guy who's very difficult to finish, difficult to knock out. Were you surprised to get the knockout so early in the first?
Все знают, что Рампейдж такой парень, которого очень трудно нокаутировать, и он имеет такой... Ты был удивлен, что ты... Were he surprised that he knocked him out? Был ли ты удивлен, что ты мог его нокаутировать?
Я знаю, что Рампейдж не падал.
You know that Rampage usually doesn't fall and doesn't get KO'd that easily.
В какой-то степени мысль была такая. Ну, нет.
So he had this thought in his head. He was kind of concerned if, how that he has very durable chin.
Когда мы начали работать в ринге, я понял, что могу поймать.
But then, as soon as they start working in the cage, he starts to understand that there's opportunity and there's opportunity that he actually can finish him.
And also, you mentioned potentially 2 more fights. Is there anybody you'd like to fight coming up?
Ты сказал, что есть потенциально еще 2 боя. Ты имеешь кого-то в мыслях, с кем ты бы хотел бы обязательно провести бой? Not now.
Congratulations.
Федор,
Поздравляю.
поздравляем с победой. И вот вчера перед взвешиванием удалось пообщаться с Питером Тайсом. Он сказал, постараемся не боксировать, а постараемся перевести все на землю. Обманул нас, действительно хотели побоксировать или так все прошло просто?
Но Питер сказал, что не рубиться. Есть такое слово, что не начинать рубиться, а именно иметь правильный тактичный бой, где Федя имеет очень хороший джаб, дистанцию иметь, и потом надо
Да, он
именно
сказал
кики.
перевести на землю.
Да, перевести на землю и добить, если это возможно.
В принципе, я уже сказал, что одна из возможностей развития событий рассматривалась привести партию, потаскать нам и провести болевой решающий. Но начав работать с тобой, потому что чувствую лучше дистанции, гораздо быстрее, то есть я успеваю, вижу все действия Рампейджа, поэтому не было смысла.
There was a question yesterday. Russian guys were talking to Peter Tyson, who is coach, striking coach, and they were discussing strategy for the fight. And one of the strategies was not to get into brawl, because both of them are very dangerous in brawl, and both of them start to have each chance to knock each other out. So the idea was actually to take Rampage down and fight with him on the ground. At some point, take him to the ground, fight him on the ground, and then catch him either with submission or in a choke. So that was the goal. But again, as he said before, that during the fight, he felt that he has control of the fight and the opportunity for knockout. The strategy was changed.
Федор, видимо, вы аккуратно так вступаете на ногу. Травма, да?
Немножко
Когда получили? Ну, во время лоу.
He's asking him if he
я
has
увидел,
been injured.
но он чуть смягчил, но все равно нога села.
So he's slightly injured because when he was kicking, he actually saw the Rampage was blocking, and he kind of softened the kick. But as soon as he, brought his foot back, he felt that pain.
Yeah, I could see him look a little bit there for a second.
Они видели это, как только ты назад вывернул, было видно, что ты боль.
I have a question. Sorry. Probably it's your final decision. Probably to make 2 fights or thinking about that. But probably the fans will start to think about your future, Fedor, after retirement. Did you have any plans for probably be manager or be coach or something like that for the future?
Ну, сейчас разговор идет о еще 2 боях, ты пока об этом будешь думать. Но вот ты думал, когда ты закончишь эту карьеру, что бы ты конкретно хотел делать? Думаешь, ты будешь в качестве, скажем, тренера или какие есть планы?
Ну, уже сегодня есть команда, ребята, которые очень успешно выступают в Америке, в Bellator. Также молодежь, помощник. Я занимаюсь, я им, скажем,
He's actually already there's this thing already in process because there is a team of young fighters, that very good fighters, that he actually, it's his team, it's Team Fedor, and they're actually fighting in Bellator and other places, and they're doing extremely well, and he goes, it's already something that's already been initiated, and it's just going to continue because he's in reality, he already coach, and manager of the team.
And my last for me, sorry.
Также у нас
And
с
one-
MMA, минимум
And plus they have cooperation with the MMA, mixed martial arts with of Russia, and it's the sport that actually they're developing in Russia and they're making it bigger over there.
And my last question for me, if you did the last fight in Russia, it's definitely we can see your emotions here today. Do you think the emotions to fight in your home country maybe can be more strongly, or you try to retain your emotion?
Если последний твой будет в России, и то, что ты именно будешь биться на родине, ты думаешь, типа эмоции, которые ты используешь и чувствовал сегодня, ты думаешь, там они будут намного сильнее, когда будешь биться в России? А что с дома, на родине?
Да, ну дома, наверное, всегда больше ответственности чувствуешь.
You feel more responsibility when you're fighting at home.
Наверное, эмоций больше.
Yeah, and it probably it's going to bring more emotions. It's gonna be more
Но
emotions.
вообще я очень рад сегодня, что победил, потому что сегодня еще день рождения дочери, солист.
So today he's beyond himself because he's very happy that he won. For another reason, it's his daughter Vasilisa's birthday today, so it's a special present to him
Точно победу.
and he dedicates that win to her.
Федор, а успели вы созвониться с дочерью, с домом?
Нет еще, я простите,
Yeah.
только помыться успел.
Yeah.
С ним поздравляли еще, в принципе,
So
Василиса еще.
they asking if you had a chance to call his family because it's his daughter's birthday today and he dedicated this win to her. It's the Russian correspondent asked if you had a chance to already talk to them and he said no, I just had the chance to take a shower, so I'm still between all the things.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank